Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dorks Daily. The sword is here. Dorks Daily. Here it is. Here it comes. Coming right at you. Here we are.
Hi guys.
Here we go.
It is Monday. I don't even know the date. Is it the 18th? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Something or other.
Monday.
But anyway, it is Monday.
Monday fun day.
Yes. Is everybody having a nice day?
Why do you say Monday fun day Monday?
No,
That
it's
doesn't
it's Sunday Sunday.
Oh, Sunday's fun.
Nobody likes Mondays.
Actually, Mondays, we like Mondays. We're off on Mondays.
Mm-hmm. Monday's a good day for us. It's very nice. Guys, it is cold.
It's
It is
freezing.
cold here
It was nice yesterday. It was warm and all. Like, could went
Listen,
to the beach.
it's cold today. We went to the beach today, though, even though it was chilly.
It was freezing.
It was still nice, though.
It was nice for a little bit.
But cold.
Michelle luckily brought some towels down, so we used them as blankets.
Yes, you needed a blankie. I had a hoodie and a long sleeve shirt on, guys. That's how cold I was.
Yeah, it was cold.
It was cold down there.
I went out and cut the lawn today, washed the car.
Jim did like a lot of stuff
I
today.
did, by myself, of course.
Do your job.
Yeah, I'm like that guy.
Anyway, guys.
I'm that guy.
Guys, how is everyone? There's people on cruises, Texas Air on the Beyond, Magic Carpet, like shut
My
up.
buddy Chris is down.
Chris,
He's actually
our friend
out
Chris is on the Mardi Gras.
the Mardi
Okay,
Gras.
loving it, complaining
His
about
whole family.
elevators.
Yeah, Chaz, his
Yo,
mom.
would you pay right now to complain about elevators? Yes.
Yeah, man.
I wanna
Wish
be in the
elevators were a problem for
situation
me right now.
That elevators are like what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
When we're on it,
I
if we
can't
ever.
believe it.
One thing about celebrities, there's usually never issues with elevators.
No.
It's happened.
Well,
but
day
it's not,
one
like,
is
horrible.
always a little slower, but that's expected. So
Yeah.
on day 3, and he said elevators are still a little like crazy.
I'm surprised. Well, I don't know nothing about the Vista.
The Mardi
The
Gras.
Mardi Gras. I don't know. I've never been on it.
I don't either.
He said Shaq's Big Chicken was amazing.
Oh, you like that?
He said the other place was amazing too.
I hear her in there going nuts.
She's eating food
Okay.
or drinking water. I heard it. Wait a minute. What's another thing that they have on there? That's
Shaq's
he
Chicken.
said Guy's Burgers was awesome.
Okay.
He said both of them are great.
Yeah. Well, he's never been on a cruise.
No.
Is he loving it? Just the scenery, guys. I don't care if you don't even like the food or the entertainment, but just the view is just like.
He was kind of nervous about the stuff that I was nervous about.
me.
He was kind of worried
I
about
love it.
seasickness. He was worried about being out in the middle of the ocean. He said night one he got really drunk and it was really rocky. But I don't feel like you're really afraid if you would get drunk on a cruise because I know I'd be afraid to wake up hungover.
Well, I'm not.
No, because you've been on 1,000 cruises.
I want to wake up hungover. That means I had a good night.
Yeah, but when you've never been on a cruise before, you're like, oh.
No, I was
man,
never worried about
What
that.
if I'm hungover?
I wasn't worried about
I
that.
was. I didn't drink
You
the first
worried
cruise
about
'cause
stuff
of
like
that.
that. I don't worry about stuff like that.
I couldn't imagine guys being hungover on a cruise before I cruised.
Guys, this last cruise, I brought those drinks. What are they called? The hydro something light?
Yeah.
Oh, I forget what they're called.
But there's some kind of,
I should go get it. Let me grab one.
yeah.
Guys, these were clutch, and you can bring them. Ow. Oh my god, I'm stuck. Yo, you can bring them on Celebrity, and they were like clutch.
Ooh.
I'm taking the whole bag.
Place down. Taking the place down.
Guys, look at these. Body Armor Light. Now I get the light because it doesn't have all the sugar. But yo, these
People are going to ask you why you don't just get the packets.
because I don't like them. I've tried the packets. I've tried the what is that called? The liquid IV. They didn't help me. Guys, these, you don't even need to drink a whole one. I can take 2 sips, and I don't know why. Maybe it's like a placebo effect, but I feel like better. You think?
I like to drink like a half of one.
But I'm just saying, you can drink a couple
Yeah.
sips, and you automatically like feel like better a
I
little
like.
bit.
I mean, if I do half with a water, like I'll do that and drink it. I
Yo,
feel like that works.
And I buy the peach one, but the tropical coconut is my
Very
favorite.
good, it is.
This is the best
It's a lot
one.
of fun.
So on the group cruise, I'm gonna bring these, a 6-packer.
6-pack should get you through a little bit.
Yes, because you don't need a whole one. You can split it with your person,
Yes,
right? Me and you
Yeah.
could share one and be totally fine.
but that's only going to be. Oh, we got
And then you
6,
gotta
we
get
got
a Bloody
6
Mary
nights,
after that.
Yeah, you have to have a system. What's your system, guys?
I feel like so far, I wasn't into the Bloody Marys. I would do more like the mimosas.
Yeah.
But I think the Bloody Marys make you feel better than the mimosas.
They make you feel better about yourself.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's a good thing.
So guys, what's going on? The Carnival Sunshine, guys, was late. The weather, I think the East Coast is having some weather. I was talking to my son in Philly. He told me not only was it cold, but he said it was so windy, like ridiculous wind.
Well, Chris said the ship was rocking.
Yeah, so I think the whole East Coast is like a wind tunnel right now.
He said the Mardi Gras was all over the place.
The Carnival Sunshine was late leaving Norfolk, Virginia because of strong winds. Yo, it was supposed to leave yesterday, Jim.
See, up north, it's always it's worse. It's
Jim,
way worse up north.
But it was delayed a day.
But if you guys,
That's
if you ever
crazy.
cruise and you're like worried about cruising, but you're not afraid to fly, cruise out of Florida because when you cruise out of like New York,
and Baltimore, and
Philadelphia,
even
will be the
Virginia, I
same.
guess.
Virginia will be the same.
Yeah.
The water is just rougher. South Carolina, you're good, but you got to get past North Carolina and all that's the rough area.
Yeah, guys.
Even Bermuda, like
it
it's
was
rough.
late. It was late leaving a day. That's like a lot.
Yeah.
So they lost a whole day. They lost what they're gonna do. Oh, and no casinos or no shops are open.
What?
So the cruise lines losing money, because they were in port, they couldn't leave. And because of this, they had to cancel Princess K's.
That sucks.
Yeah.
See,
And I
they
didn't
gotta do better.
I didn't hear of any compensation, so I don't even know.
There
about
has to
that.
be something.
There has to be
You
something.
just
Guys.
take an island away from these people.
Another ship leaving late is the SS United States. Guys, it was supposed to leave, and it's leaving tomorrow on its journey.
You know what's funny, guys? The non-cruise people that I deal with always say, "Why don't you just go to an island?" And I always say, "Well, I get tired of the islands after a little bit. Like I just like going bouncing around from island
I
to
love
island."
a ship.
Yeah, I like the ship. I try to tell them, like, I like being on the ship. Like that to me is like being on a vacation. But my thing is, when you have so little ports to stop at, you should hit everyone. You know, and I understand if you can't go somewhere, they just have to find somewhere else to go for you, not just
Well,
we're
it's
not going
hard
anywhere.
because there's so much red tape. I think you just can't oh, we're coming. You know what I mean?
That's how it
There's
works,
probably
right?
like so much paperwork and things like that.
I'm
It's probably
sure
not
it's
just you can just show up somewhere.
Yeah, but if you don't go out a day, you're gonna miss a day. So that means that there's other ships gonna be there. Coco Cay, like there's a bunch of cruise
Princess
ships out there.
Cay's.
Princess Cay's,
Yeah.
wherever it is. You know, if you
I
miss a
don't know,
day,
there
like
has
there's
to be, like,
the next
something-
day, there's 3 ships going there, 2 ships going there. But
So they went somewhere
the Royal
else
ship only
instead.
takes 2 cruise ships. The Royal Island is only 2 cruise ships at a time. So let's say the
I don't
next
know what
day,
Princess K's does.
let's say you miss it, Princess Cay's, and they're like, "Oh, we'll just go tomorrow." You can't do that.
No.
You know.
So I don't know what they compensated them, but yeah, they didn't go.
Hopefully they give them something.
Yo, let's talk about the ketchup attack.
Did you guys see that?
But guys, the ketchup attack,
That was nuts.
how crazy is that? Listen,
Like, I don't really see what happened
listen,
that she should have did that to
I
them.
took something from it that has, I can't understand if you saw this ketchup attack, okay? First of all, I didn't see the beginning.
Why did the guy stay there and take it like that?
That's my problem. Here's the thing.
He's
No
like,
one saw the beginning because the person, obviously, like us, say this started happening. By the time you get your phone out, you missed the beginning, right?
Yeah,
So
we missed
all
what
we
happened.
heard was her keep going nuts because someone called her a B.
They said
Okay,
she called her a B word.
it's like, who cares?
Yeah, I mean that doesn't B word doesn't mean you squirt somebody's face up. With
So
ketchup.
anyway, she
at least throw
squirted-
some mustard in.
Here's my problem with this
Variety.
whole story. She squirted ketchup all over this dude's face, and he never washed it off.
No, I was
Like,
itching.
I want to talk to him. Forget
That's
her.
it
She
all-
sucks.
it all-
I want to talk to the dude that got the ketchup squirted and be like, how did he?
Drowning.
No, but how could he stand
I don't
feeling
know.
the
I
ketchup
don't
on his
know.
face?
I don't know, and he never
Like,
wiped
I
it
would have
once.
freaked out. I would have been like,
never
oh
wiped
my
it
god,
once.
like
And I don't know what happened.
he's just like this.
Like, did they call her the B word? Why did they call her the B word?
why?
And why don't?
'Cause
What's
you know
up with
what?
the? Hold on. What's up with the guys that are with these women, or the women that are with these men, not trying to step in and like?
Oh.
They just sit there like this. Like, what if the
Because
guys
you would have
attack
took me
her?
out of there.
Well, I would have hoped you would never do that.
No, but let's just say, let's pretend that I'm her. You would have just grabbed me out of there.
Yeah, but let's go. What are you doing,
Yes.
you weirdo? We're gonna get thrown off the ship.
Yes.
Like, I want to enjoy my cruise.
Yes.
Why are you acting like that?
But these people, these other guys would are just standing there letting her keep going on and on.
I'd make them put you in the brig. I'd be like, you lock her up.
I just don't understand how that guy stood there with the ketchup on his face.
He just took it. It was just like he never once cleared anything. He just
Why
was
didn't
like,
he think I just, that to me, I would have went nuts standing there like that. You know it was itching. You know it was like slowly dripping.
Burning, right? Wouldn't ketchup burn?
Yeah, like getting his eyes.
And why didn't she throw any mustard in? Why didn't she mix it up a little?
Oh no.
Was there mustard
He
available?
should have made it funny and like opened
Why
his
is there
mouth and
ketchup
stuff.
there on a cruise ship at a bar?
Yeah, why was there ketchup?
Where were we at?
What
where
bar
was
is
that at?
this?
We don't even know where it was
This
at.
was on Norwegian. I don't know what ship.
Oh, let's think of where it could be on Norwegian.
Where was it? Was it at that? Did they have fries?
I can't think of
Guys,
what ketchup.
who sits there?
Oh,
and
they were in a
lets the ketchup
Margaritaville.
sit?
Not Margaritaville.
No.
What was that bar called?
They look like they were inside.
And there was
Two
multiple
questions.
bottles.
Two questions. Why was there ketchup at the bar? And why did this man not even attempt to like? The only they all I heard was her saying, "I just walked up and you call me a B," and I'm thinking, did she walk up and they were like, "Look at this"?
No, who would do that?
I don't know. Everyone's drunk. Maybe she came up
Well,
all
I'll
weird.
tell you what
and
I
hot.
noticed.
Did
The
she come
lady in
up
the
hot?
back
I don't know.
behind her said that she needs to go to jail. Or she needs to get thrown off the boat.
Yeah.
So that means she saw what happened and she didn't see it fit.
Did
to
she
get
come
squirted
up
like
to the
that.
bar, maybe cursing or something, and they were like, "Look at this"?
Oh, she might have come and said something, and they were like, "How did they do that?"
I
No
don't
one would
know.
say that.
And she was all like wrote off it. I don't know.
I mean,
Guys,
that was just
that's kinda
crazy.
funny.
She felt the right
I
or
wish
the
we
need
saw
to
that.
squirt someone in the face with ketchup, and like she really gave it to him. She gave him a lot of ketchup.
And honestly, the dude with the mustache, he was probably a fireman. He was just standing there watching. He didn't get involved.
That was the boyfriend?
No,
Oh,
there was
the
just a
guy
random
next to him,
dude
that
with a
rando
mustache.
guy.
And then some other bald guy jumped in. What was he doing? He wasn't even with her.
He was with them.
Oh,
No, he was yelling at her.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
there was
he
a bunch of
behind him.
dudes.
It was like those guys' family.
How could some girl coming up get you that aggravated?
Well, she squirted him in the face.
No,
with
no,
ketchup.
like before that. Like why?
I don't.
do
I
they
think.
even care?
I think it was all her.
Oh, okay.
I think this lady was just a goofball. I don't know for a fact.
I don't
mean,
know. We
obviously
missed
she was
the
saying, "You
beginning,
called
guys.
me
We
B
need
word."
the
She
beginning.
seemed really confident. So I don't think
She
you would
did.
squirt somebody with ketchup unless you were pretty confident that like they deserve some ketchup.
I would
What
never
if he
squirt.
didn't want ketchup?
I would never squirt a with ketchup.
I mean, not like that.
I could see like throwing your drink, but no like.
I got a funny story.
What?
So my friend Ryan was down this weekend. Guy I
Yes.
grew up with from my street. He's actually like grew up down the street from me 5
Basically a
houses.
brother.
Yeah, very close, very close, like family. He came down, he's working for a company, power window inside, and he's selling windows and siding, and he was up in Jacksonville. So he drove down, hung out with us, stayed the night. Well, years ago, when he was young and troubled, he was in
Troubled
7-Eleven. In our neighborhood, we used to get a lot of guys from Ireland that would come over and work for roofers and stuff like that. And they, everyone knows how, if you know this, if you live in the city and you deal with like guys from Ireland, you know that they go to the bar and they get really toasted. Well, we used to fight with them all the time. I don't know why this would go on, but they used to like say stuff to us and we would say stuff to them and it would just go back and forth.
Yeah.
Years later, I cut actually the boss's hair, the guy doing the roofing company. He told me they all went back to Ireland. They all got deported. But, so my buddy Ryan happened to be he was the worst one. He was a little guy too, and he was in 7-Eleven, and the guy said, he said the word a-hole, but he said arse, and my buddy Ryan said, no, he said to my buddy Ryan, he's like, that's why you're an arse hole. And Ryan took ketchup and mustard, and he double whammied this guy. I mean, I wasn't there for it. I just know from what people told me because it ended up, a fight broke out, and there was like 3 or 4 of these Irish guys, and they were beating up my friend Ryan and one of his other friends. They were younger guys. They were probably only like 16, 17 at the time. But then some other guys ran in and helped out. But I mean, later I found out, I said, what happened at 7-Eleven? And this guy told me, he goes, all I saw was this kid squirting ketchup and mustard, double gunned ketchup and mustard at the same time in this guy's
So you
face.
know of a ketchup attack.
Yeah, it's the only one I know of.
So it happens.
I'm sure people have a ketchup attack story.
It happens, guys.
Maybe a packet, squeeze a packet at somebody.
It happens. I'm surprised you don't have any Millie's ketchup attacks.
No, not that I remember.
No.
I just remember being at
Surprised.
diners, my whole life being in a diner, sitting there with the ketchup, like I needed
Why
that
does it
lady.
never come out?
Where was that lady when I was trying to get the ketchup out of
And
the
then you gotta
damn
bang the
bottle?
back.
Yes, and it wouldn't work, and you're sitting there shaking it, and you're like,
And then when you squirt it out, then it's like,
Then it ruins. It's everywhere. You
Yeah,
know.
come on.
I just want a little bit. I remember putting a butter
Because you know
knife
what?
in.
Always in the front, the tip is always clogged.
Yeah, it was clogged. It was all like caked in there, like old ketchup
You gotta like,
from years
you
of
gotta
ketchup.
like bang it out.
Man, where was that lady when we needed the ketchup? She
I
could have
don't
squirted.
know.
I would have been like, "Hey, before you hit my face, you mind throwing some on my plate, and then
Exactly.
you can get me a little bit." Because you know what? I mean, what's the big deal? I get to eat my fries.
You'll be happy.
Yeah, ketchup.
It's fun.
So this woman's a psychopath, clearly, right?
Obviously. She's going to scream a lot.
Well, she was drunk, so she's
Yeah, but
gonna
I would be
wake
so
up and she's gonna
embarrassed.
be embarrassed. I think sometimes people need to get something for their actions.
Here's the
I'm
thing,
not
though.
beyond a
If
smack
I
in the
heard
face.
that, though, I wouldn't even think it was towards me. How would you even think if I heard the word, like, if I heard that word when I was around,
Yeah,
I wouldn't even acknowledge it being towards me.
that's what I was trying to
Why
say.
did
And then she heard it and was like, "You're talking to me."
Listen,
and now you're gonna wear some ketchup.
Listen, did somebody just
Ketchup.
say the word out loud and she thought, because she's so self-centered, that it was about her?
I don't know.
Because for me, if I heard that word, I wouldn't even
Would
think it
never
had
think,
anything to do with
yeah.
me.
Like,
Why
when they
did
say,
she
like, "Look at
automatically
this big,
assume
look
that
at-"
it was about her?
I don't know. We weren't
Like,
there. Or they could have been a
stop.
big argument when we got there. I mean, when they got there,
We didn't
maybe
see the
them guys
beginning.
were
We
supposed to
didn't see the
sit
beginning.
there. Maybe she went up and took their spot, and they were like, "Hey, we were supposed to sit
Yo,
there."
we could make
and
up
then the B
all
word came
kinds
out.
of stories about why they called her.
I'm sure someone online told the truth, like the whole thing.
Yeah, what's the truth?
I don't know.
I want the truth, the
I'd
whole
like to know.
truth, and nothing but the truth.
Oh, no. I want some of the truth and some lie.
Jim loves the lies.
I want whatever story you tell me.
Jim
That's all.
loves the fake story.
I have no problem with
I'll
that.
roll with that.
No problem with some lies. Hey, at this point, we need good cruise news, and I think that catch-up thing really keeps it going. It really does.
Yeah, it's like,
Keeps it going.
thanks.
You know?
Anyway, what else? How about the gambler, this rude gambler, guys? Okay, apparently this woman, now I don't gamble, so I don't really know 100%, but I'm hearing that when you're playing blackjack or probably any kind of game of cards, when you're in the middle of the game, like the middle of the hand, the deal, you just wait up until that deal's over, until there's a resolve, right?
Yeah.
And then you jump in when they're shuffling and
Sure.
doing it again.
Sure.
Well, this woman jumped in the middle of the hand.
You can't do that, though.
She did. They allowed her to,
Oh, well.
which is it was blackjack, and it's really annoying to everyone. And
Oh, so she came in, they gave her cards. Like,
yes, but like it was in the middle of.
I'd be so mad if I won, and then this lady jumped
Well, it
in.
was in the middle of already what was going on.
Yeah.
Well, besides that, she was obviously a fruitcake, okay? Because this woman who was
And I like fruitcake.
the car dealer, okay, she was pleasant, but she was smiling without showing her teeth,
Yeah.
which a lot of people.
She was like us.
She was just like,
By the way, I feel like card dealers need to be like that.
I feel like they should be serious.
If my
Actually,
card dealer
I feel
smiles
like
at
they
me, I'm
should
like,
be.
what are you smiling at me
Yeah, I
for?
feel
I'm
like they
giving you
should be
like
smiling
$3,000.
at all.
Yeah,
okay?
like I'm losing money here. You're smiling
So
at me. Don't you smile at
apparently
me.
this lady is a friggin' weirdo, and I don't know what she's drunk. I don't know what she's
She's
just
like,
naturally
"Smile."
weird. And she was like, "I want to see you smile."
Yeah, you better smile.
And
right
the lady
now.
just was kind of like you're joking, kind of like, okay, like whatever. And she was like, "No," she's like, "That's not good enough."
How about this? Is this good enough now?
No, she said she went to see teeth.
Oh, weirdo.
Yeah,
She's like, I want to see what you're
like a
working with in
psycho,
there.
okay?
I want to see what your chompers are
Yeah,
like.
and I guess this lady didn't have teeth or
What?
nice teeth. Or maybe it was missing teeth. She was like embarrassed of her smile, so she didn't want
Was
to
she
do
had a
that.
Kensington grill, the front two missing?
I don't know.
Bobby Clark
I wasn't
hockey?
there, but whatever it is, she didn't
Eddie
want to
Shore?
do that. Okay.
Yeah.
And the woman playing kept hammering at her and said, "If you don't smile and show me your teeth, I'm leaving the table."
I'd be like, okay, man. Thanks.
And the woman just like was
She's like, how about they put your arm out, give you a nibble, and you can really look at the impression.
she should have did a lot of things. Okay?
What if she's like, man, can
Please.
you go
All
back,
right.
go to your room. Go to your room.
It's like, how
Go
about you
take a
don't
nap.
just leave this table, but you can leave this whole situation.
Yeah, get out of here.
Okay.
What are you doing?
So anyway, she left the table, the lady.
I wish I heard this.
It was
I
causing
I
all
don't-
kinds of ruckus.
I can't imagine.
Oh,
this. I can't imagine her being
she was
this
like,
crazy.
yeah, it was a thing.
I want to witness this.
It was a big embarrassment. Why are you embarrassing this person? People think that they can talk to people however they want.
Yeah,
Like, you can't talk to people like that.
it's
Just
weird,
because
guys.
people are in a position of service,
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's at the food store.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it's getting your takeout food, your barber, your gas station worker in 7-Eleven, whatever.
But guys,
You
I
can't talk to
will
people
say
however you
this:
want.
if you ever do want to give your barber a hard time, please come to Merritt Island, come to South Pole Barbershop, and give me a hard time because I enjoy it. Please. I actually look forward.
You'll never do it again.
You'll never do it again. I look for Michelle's seen so many tell-offs. First of all, I've told every nationality, every race off.
It don't matter. No one's
I'm
exempt.
an equal. And
Okay?
when I say, it amazes me that certain people in this world, when someone talks to them like I do sometimes, they get amazed because they've never had it before. And I'm like, well, you know what the problem is with you guys? You grew up going to hair cuttery. You grew up going to these barbershops that are like, sports clips.
We're not corporate.
We're not corporate.
We can say whatever we want to because we don't care.
I don't care what you write online about me. As a matter of fact, I look forward to seeing a negative. You know what? So many people compliment you. I've been cutting hair 24 years now. 25 years.
Yes.
I've been cutting hair. So the compliments are great. I don't care. But there's nothing like a negative
There's
comment.
nothing like an insult.
Especially with all my negative comments. If you go in and read mine, they're always my attitude. Because here's my thing. That's how I grew up going to barbershops. If you talk to El the barber, who was on the avenue, I can't imagine what Al would have done to you. Bill Chase, all the barbers I grew up around, like they were not, especially
They
the
should
Italian
tell
guys.
these cruise workers, if somebody gets out of line with you, out of pocket, stick up for yourself.
You should be able
and
to.
we're not going to
Yes.
fire you.
Yes.
And you have every right
Everything
to tell
but
these
physical.
people
You can't be
to,
physical.
Okay?
Yeah, you can't be physical.
No physical.
No
But you can put
physicalities.
somebody in their place
Yeah.
without getting out of pocket. You can.
You can.
And
But
they should
don't
be able
ever, Michelle saw me tell off a Philadelphian. And I'll tell you why I told off a Philadelphian. Because there's suburban Philadelphians, okay? They would never in a million years, and if there's any out there, please back me up on this, come into the city of Philadelphia, into a neighborhood, and disrespect a barber.
No.
Out of fear. Like, they just don't know that barber. They don't know who he is. They don't know what he's going to do. So they would never do it. So when this guy came in, he told Michelle that she should put that we take appointments on the internet, which we do. And
I told him off though too.
She did, but I was like, it wasn't enough. And I was like, hold on.
tell
I'm
him
like,
what's
who are
better
you
than
talking
me,
to,
tell him.
dude? I'm like, who do you think you're talking to? I said, first of all, because I knew he came in wearing a Phillies hat because he knew I was from Philly. So, but I wanted
They
to let
think
him
that's
know
gonna get
because
you
I know
somewhere.
he's from like King of Prussia or something. Like you wouldn't do that back home, so don't do it here. I've told people from India, the worst is the poor Indian dude. The hotel across the street from the shop, great people. But the brother is like, he's the brother that doesn't want to, get his act together real
Yeah.
good. So he shows up
We
10
like the
minutes
family.
late. So the family's awesome.
They're
They're
awesome.
great people. But he comes in and he's like one of them people that'll say stuff to you, and I'm like, bro, who do you think you're talking to? Like, but it's not like what you think. Like, if you were in the
best-
crowd, you'd probably be like, why is he
Listen,
giving
the
this poor guy
best
a
was
hard
the
time?
dude, and you told him next time he comes in, you start fighting, and he was like, "No, we're not. No, we're not."
Oh, okay. Let me tell you what happened. So
He's the best.
he's an older man, by the way. I don't mean physical. He was from Panama, okay? And he's telling me, and he's a German from Panama. I just want to let you know for anybody that's Panamanian. He was a German from Panama talking.
Yeah.
He said that America is the biggest litigation country, meaning we sue more people
He
than
kept
anywhere.
calling.
Which is
He
fine.
kept
I don't
saying,
care.
"You guys,
Yeah,
like,
you
like
guys.
we
I said,
were like
dude,
a whole."
I have not one lawsuit. Okay, I got bed bugs at MSC. I didn't even call the company or write a letter. I didn't do anything about
He
it.
was like lumping us as.
I said, stop
us,
saying you guys. You keep saying, why do you keep saying that? You're saying it because of me. And another thing, too, you're from Germany and live in Panama, okay? Your parents moved to Panama from Germany. What does that tell me about your parents? Your father was probably a Nazi, and you're telling me how horrible Americans are. Like, that's not going to happen, bro. Not in my barbershop. Like, all these other white people or all these other American white people want to sit there and feel bad about how horrible they are as Americans. Guys, I'm from Philly. I grew up in the hood, okay? I don't feel bad for nobody but me, okay? That's why I feel bad, my wife and my family. That's who, like, I don't have this, like, guilt and sad, like, oh my God, you people over here. No. I'm
First
not.
of all, what are
I,
you doing here then? If
Yeah,
you don't like
yeah.
us
Why are you
people?
here? He's like,
Why don't you go to
he's like,
Panama?
I only come here to get my hair cut once a year. I
I
can.
only
I'm
come
like,
here to get
great.
my
I'll
hair
see
cut."
you in a year. So I said, in a year, we're picking up this argument because one of my customers was an older man in his 90s. I didn't want to keep yelling and screaming in there. We weren't yelling and screaming. We were just talking loud. And I just told him, I said, we're going to pick up with this argument next time you go back. He goes, no, we're not. I said, yes, we are.
He loved it, by the way.
Oh yeah,
He wanted to
He'll be
fight.
back. He'll be back.
He wanted to
And guess
fight.
what? When he comes back, I'm like, round 2, brother. Let's talk about how
Round
hard.
3.
Oh wait,
This was round
wait a
2.
minute. If people give me a hard time and tell me like how horrible Americans are, like I'm not down with that. Like I know too many cool Americans and too many good people. All you guys, every dude I know and not just Americans. There's Canadians on here. There's people from like. You know what I
You
mean?
shouldn't
They're from every country.
You should never
Yeah,
classify
don't lump in a whole country. Don't do that to me.
a group of people, any
Yeah.
group of people, as you people.
No.
Don't
I didn't grow up in
say
the
it.
middle of nowhere.
Don't
I grew
say
up in a
you
city.
people,
I grew up in a
okay?
rough area.
And first of all, who says you people to the dude with the scissors in his hand?
Yeah, I said, dude, what are you doing? I'm about to straight
He's
raise
got
your neck.
balls,
You know what I mean?
all
And
right?
you're gonna talk to me like that?
Yeah,
Well, I just didn't like that he said that we all sue people. I'm like, why? I don't have one lawsuit ever, never. And
Yeah,
guess
we
what?
don't
If you
sue
have
people.
30 lawsuits, I don't
First
care
of
what
all,
you did.
we don't all sue people. So
No.
stop. Meaning Americans, we don't all sue
Right,
people.
right.
But it was just weird that he would even the whole point of this is, guys, if someone's giving you a service, I don't care what it is. I don't care from the person bagging your groceries at the store to the person cutting your hair to the person serving your food.
Yeah.
You should never disrespect them in any way.
I would never.
No, and you should never demand anything from them. Demanding you to smile, like, who are
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
I wish I was there. Oh my God, I can't believe no one told that lady off.
I hope they
I would have
did.
told
I'd
her
like to
off.
think
Oh
somebody
my God,
did.
me and her would have been. Oh my God.
Well, it's hard to take that. It's hard
I
to
would have
sit
told
around
her
and
off
listen
if
to
I saw
somebody.
that. If I saw her treating somebody like that,
Yeah.
I would have been like, why don't you? Oh,
What's going on here? You
that's,
drunk?
That's weird.
She had to be drunk.
That's like creepy.
It is weird. It's so weird. You gotta be weird to do that. Who does that?
I don't know. But anyway, guys, have a good night.
Yeah, guys, be nice to people.
Be
okay?
nice.
I don't care who they are. You or
Whoever's
you.
providing
Who
a
are you?
service for you,
Yeah.
be nice.
If you have anything bad to say, just say it in the comments.
Say it after.
Say it in
After
the
they
comments.
leave. Then you can like
Yeah.
say whatever you want to
Say
say.
how you feel. Say how you feel in the comments. Hold on, let me go to your country and look at these people.
Point
What are they
fingers,
doing? What are they
okay?
doing over there? They're over there eating.
Look at them.
Look, they're skinny. They're not as big as we are. Because that's what they always say. They're always like, you're fat Americans. I'm like, you are right. You are right.
Guys, we'll talk to you tomorrow.